Hello everybody, my name is Zathos and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the Razer Anzu Smart Glasses. Now I've owned these since March of 2021 and honestly I think I've had enough time and experience with them, especially in my multiple work environments that I've been in, to really give off my opinion on whether or not they're actually good. So to begin, I do think that the design is very important going into it. I personally went with the rectangle frames and I got them in a large because I got a big head. Yeah, the style of the rectangle ones at least I think look really cool and don't really scream smart glasses. Because from the head-on look, they just look normal, but even when you get to that side view, just looks natural, to be honest. When people start seeing smart glasses in public more, I think they'll think that they look cooler and they don't mind wider sides or whatever. But I also really like how Razer has the two styles with two sizes for each. It's really cool to give the choice. Even though I don't really like the round ones, I think it's great that they gave the option. The build quality of the glasses, the frame does feel kind of cheap, to be honest. It's made of this like lightweight plastic, and that's not always a bad thing, but it is glossy, so it does get these smudges on them pretty easily. But they are light on your head. They don't drag down any weight. They're not annoying. They're extremely comfortable. I do like my products to be a little heavier because in my opinion, it makes it seem like it's more quality. Even if things should be lighter, I don't know why, but the frame being plastic and light actually does help. It just is a little cheap feeling when you're holding it mainly. So for the lenses, those are also kind of cheap feeling. The sunglasses one seemed a little better. They probably just because I don't have any scratches on them. But my main lenses, the blue light filtering ones, they already have a scratch on them. Luckily, it's on the left eye and I can't see out of that eye, so that's fine. The frames also have a little bit of rubber at the end of them, and that kind of helps with keeping it on your head in a way. It doesn't seem like it would be too like insanely helpful, but they do make it seem like they're not going to fly off of your head as easily. I don't really need glasses as well, but the cool thing is that they do offer prescription lenses. The problem is that you do have to send them to a company to get the prescription lenses put in. So that sucks. You might be out of your glasses for a little bit. Other than that, they do come with the two pairs of lenses. Like I said, they have the blue light filtering, which has been really nice for me in my editing booth. And then they also have the polarized sunglasses pair, which were my favorite for doing delivery. One issue is the way that you swap the lenses out. You have to actually pop them out with your fingers, and that kind of gets them all fingerprinty. It was just not fun. It makes me not want to swap them out sometimes. I'd just like not bother wearing them because I didn't feel like dealing with swapping them out. But they also come with a little leather carrying case, which is pretty cool. That's also a little bulky and the glasses are a little too, so it might be a little rough to carry along with you, but that is another place to put the lenses if you do need them. The most important part of these glasses, I feel like, is the speakers. They do get pretty loud. There's not really a problem hearing what you're listening to. The problem is what you can hear versus what everybody else can hear. I was at around 15% volume on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra through Bluetooth, and I couldn't hear anything coming from the glasses while they were on. Anything above that, I could hear, to the point of around 65%. And that was good. That's kind of where I sit. But above that 65% is where you're going to start getting other people hearing what you're listening to. And that obviously comes to the extent of what range they are into you. I was in my editing bay at work. My friend was in the doorway, not too far away. You could hear the music starting at 65%. This isn't really a problem while delivering though, because I could walk around to the mall on a phone call. I could have the volume at a decent amount, hear the person and not have it affect anything, even in a crowded area. So you can't really hear my calls from about the halfway mark. Most people are going to hear me speaking, but the mic on this thing is actually really, really good. They worked better than my Razer earbuds. They worked better than I had these like JLab earbud things. I have Galaxy buds. Mic quality seems like a lot better than all three of those. They were fantastic for delivery. I can't stress that one enough. The thing that makes them better than the earbuds is that I don't have to yell into them to get my friends to hear me. I could just talk normal or even a little quieter. I could like whisper into them and they could hear me just fine. That's also because the mic is actually better positioned to just hear you talk. So the quality on these things aren't as good as earbuds. They're pretty good. Obviously not if you want to game, not if you really want to listen to your music loud and jam to it at home or in your car or anything, but like it was pretty good for what I was expecting. Now the problem is that I don't have another pair of smart glasses to compare these to those audio. I'm just going solely based off my first experience with smart glasses and comparing that to my Razer earbuds, Galaxy buds, all of that. They are pretty weak compared compared to that, especially on the highs and lows. It's just super basic audio, like you're getting it from your phone speaker, but it's good enough for what you need it for. It's good, and it gives you that whole open ear audio experience, and I absolutely love it. So the touch features, I've not really gone too heavy into these, but I would say the main touch feature, I use that a lot. It's just tapping the sides to pause it and unpause it. It's super helpful. I wouldn't really use them other than that, but the feature itself is nice. You're also able to activate your voice assistant. All you do is just tap once and then hold it, and then it'll eventually activate it. What I would like to see is if they did something similar to a Google Home or an Amazon Echo that makes it so that you would just say like, "Hey Google" or something. I just activate, but just something like that to where you don't have to touch it. It just activates right off of you saying that. These things last about 5 hours in total. I haven't really used them for 5 hours straight feeding audio through them, but I can say is that they do last a long time. I've actually had them last a whole week of work before. That's only because I would use them for calls, and that's about it, really. I mean, random music, random YouTube videos, some calls, you know. Still, I didn't have to charge them for a while. I just had them as sunglasses, and I would randomly take calls. That was sick. Even if you're playing music for a good amount of time with them, 5 hours, it's pretty good. I feel like if you're going to be using them constantly, you're going to want something more high quality. And these are more for utilizing that convenience than anything. If you do end up using up the charge, that's where the most annoying part comes into play, and that is charging them. So these glasses come with a charging cable, and it's two little cables that you have to try and magnetically put onto the glasses on each side. In general, I would just love to see if they added something to where you had a dock to set it on and it charged like that, or they just did some kind of wireless charging. If they did something other than what they did here, because I hate the way that you charge them, I hope that in the future they could either make another product that I could buy that would change that, or they would change the way that they would charge it in general. Overall, I do really think that these glasses are very well made. I mean, there's not really much that other smart glasses don't have. For a start, they are amazing. A few things I would love to see in the future of these glasses is that I really want a camera. As weird as that sounds, I really do think it would be sick to be able to have that POV type of perspective for video calling or just recording in general. I mean, I'd always do that in calls with friends where they want to see what I'm doing, so I just have my phone showing the road. You know, I swap the camera around and it's just showing me driving on the road, and that's really cool. I mean, it's just one of those random things, but I would love to see that. A charging stand, like I was just talking about, that would make these really insane. Not having to use cables, that would be sick. Like having a nice dock for it, and it will also be a cool kind of like feature for your desk or nightstand, something like that. And then the final thing, you know, I've got to say this, it's my biggest dream ever. Oh man, I really need some Tony Stark glasses in my life. I really want some kind of like hologram being projected in front of you into the glasses, notifications, Google Maps, something like crazy where you can just see things in the lenses, like a VR headset, but not distracting you, something like that. So I think that does it for this review. Last thing I've got to say is that I do honestly think that these glasses are worth $200. It is a heavy price, but
it's a price I'm willing to pay.
It's a price that I myself was willing to pay to get these features. They're more convenient than earbuds. They're comfortable. They're a pair of sunglasses when I needed that for driving. I really do hope that the next version of these will be just as good, bring a whole bunch of new sick features, continue to stretch the limits of humanity, and allow us to progress into the future of convenience, technology, and productivity to expand beyond our physical boundaries. I don't know what I just said, but yeah, these things are sick. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. I've set myself a new goal of reaching 100 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year, and the support you guys have given me on my last 3 videos have been pretty insane. So I really appreciate any of you that take your time to watch or comment. It means the world to me, and I really appreciate it.